today's video, or at least what I wanted to talk about, or at least summarize, is, like I mentioned, right now is a time of change with this whole reset, with this whole reset, this whole pandemic, this whole being shut down indoors. It's for that, guys. It's for you to look within. The whole waking of the narcissist to you. It's becoming clearer and clearer now. The narcissist's job is to awaken you to who you are, and the way they're doing it is by triggering your inner child wounds. Not knowing I had boundaries, not understanding that you are worth something, chasing something that never even belonged to me, chasing for the truth when you already knew the truth. So the narcissist, if you're discarded by them in this, and this is your first time, like remember, this is your first go around, understand, before they left or ghost, because they ghost you, they're gonna ghost you. It's a part of their plan, just to leave. They bounce 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then they come back, depending a month, 2 months. It just all depends on that new supply or that new person they're working, or the person they're hoovering back, or the person they went back with. Because understand, if you know or been with a narc or narcissist, they have other people. I assure you, they have other people. If you think you're the only one, not all narcissists are like this. No, not all narcissists, but a lot of them here, at least, in Boyle Heights, most definitely, they have different people. Now, that's how it works. So with that said, understand that the narcissist is interviewing you. They're literally fucking interviewing you when they meet you on the first date. So I'll tell you right now, the narcissist is so this is where the covert narcissist is tricky. This is where they're tricky, because they're harder to detect. That's like the it's like the girl back there at the store, right? She tells me, when I first met you, like, I thought you were gonna be a dick. I'm like, oh really? You thought I was gonna be a dick? But I didn't even say nothing yet. She's like, I know. I just thought you were gonna be a dick. And I'm like, is it because of the way I walk, or what? My posture, or what exactly was it? You're gonna know an asshole or a dick or someone like you're gonna pick that up. Now, when they're covert, you're not gonna pick that up right away. As a matter of fact, you're gonna feel bad for them. You're gonna want to help them, especially if you're Captain Save-A-Hole. If you're Captain fucking Save-A-Hole, that's a bread and butter. That is a covert narc's bread and butter when it comes to reeling you in, at least to believe their sad story. What I'm trying to say is, the narc looks for, at the end of it, the narc looks to see who can feed them their bullshit the most. Who can tell them what they want to hear? Who is feeding into their facade? Who's feeding into their grandiose fucking fantasy? That, at the end of it, that's what the narc is looking for. Now, if you're unaware of them, like that's like, for me, for my narc, I'm telling you, like that's what she was. I was grade A, like grade A. Why? Because I was unawoken. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I act very, very narcissistic. And they're gonna make you fucking eat it, and eat it bad. Like, bad. What I mean by bad, because it hurts to find out that it was fake. It hurts to find out that it was fake. I think that's what it was, that it was just all bullshit. It was all fucking lies. And you were just chasing for no fucking reason. You're chasing a ghost. You're chasing you're chasing empty. If you don't understand this and you don't get it, and you think that you're gonna fix the narc, and you think that they're gonna change for you, and you think that you're the one that's gonna be the exception, sorry, they're gonna go back to the same shit. They're gonna go back to the same shit and go back to the same shit. A narcissist does not want to change unless they want to. Unless if you see commitment, unless you see them trying, unless you see them actually taking in advice, wanting to learn more, being open to things, and trying to fucking figure out what is wrong with you. Then you might have a chance. You might have a chance to rewrite your boundaries, rewrite your values, your morals. Majority of narcissists, they don't want to change. Like I said, they think they're omnipotent. They think they're this shit. They think they're flawless. They think that they're God. They think that they don't believe in God. They don't believe in karma. They don't believe in none of it. And the next person they're gonna manipulate, or what is it in for them? Like, that's all they're worried about. Now, like I said, empaths, right, or empathic people have higher, I guess, mirroring neurons or something like that. Like, because when they're growing up, when you're in a toxic environment, or you're in your parents or your caretakers are narcissists themselves and pretty much treat you like shit. They just say you have to rely on them. You have to rely on their behavior. You have to rely on, okay, for example, if my mom is mad or upset, that means I'm gonna be mad or upset because she ain't happy. No one's gonna be happy. So you learn how to tread carefully. You learn how to walk on eggshells. You learn how to see facial expressions. You learn how to, because you don't want to be on that shitty end of the stick that day, or you want to eat, or you don't want to get punished, or you don't want to get your ass beat, or you don't want to get, scolded, or you just don't want to remind, the toxic individual, which is our parents. But this is where I want people to understand is learn how to forgive, man. Like, it took me a while to forgive my mom. I tell you right now, I love my mom. I love her to death. And why? Because I grew up, dude. I grew up and I came to realize that she is your mom no matter what. No matter what you say, no matter what you think, she's your mother. Like, that's it. That's why we're like this, or at least, like I said, a little bit of everything. Just a little bit of everything. Well, at least myself. I don't know where I was going with that, guys. But the whole point, guys, is I know I still have to change things. I know I still have bad thoughts. I know that. But I at least acknowledge them now. I don't ignore them. I don't repress them. I don't say they don't exist, or I don't say, no, it's not me. I'm not like that. No. Because when you do that, and that's what I was getting to, when you do that, when you repress it, when you put it down, you're also putting down your talents, your traits, your good traits. Like, besides the shadow that you're putting, your shadow has good traits, has good qualities of yours. Because this is now, I know there's controversy on this one. Is there such thing as good narcissism? And if you ask me, yes, because that's where. Because if not, you're not going to shave, you're not going to shower, you're not going to take care of yourself, you're not going to stand up for yourself. You need to be somewhat narcissistic, somewhat. At least to survive, especially in California, especially here in LA. At least I know it's there, and I acknowledge it, and I understand that, and I do want to become the best version of myself. I really do. It's an ongoing thing. It's a lifestyle change. It's literally a fucking lifestyle change. So anyway. That's why it will not always be the people. That's why I love Jordan Peterson, because he's in psychology that knows what he's talking about. Exactly what he's talking about. And like he mentioned, if you're thinking that life is going to be pitch and cream, then you're in for a huge disappointment in your life. A huge disappointment. Life is about trials and tribulations, failures, up and downs, and you're gonna be devastated. You're gonna be heartbroken. You're gonna suffer. So prepare yourself. Like, in other words, That's just the way it is. And that's something that you have to understand and comprehend, that life is not going to be peaches and cream. That you're gonna have, if you want to succeed, you have to take there's going to be negative. It's like, I'll give you an example. Look at the chief. The chief, his success, because to me he's succeeding. He's look at the movement. Look what he's done. He's cleaned up the empath community. He's actually defined empaths, hayokas. He's gathered groups. Look at it, man. Look, I'm living proof. Fucking works. I'm living fucking proof. Well, let's make sure we keep it going. Let's make sure we keep it going, right? Let's not speak too soon, but I just want to let you guys know that with the will of the other person, that you can do this. You can do it. It's just up to you. It's really up to you.
Insisted throughout the ages, life is suffering. There's no way around it, because human beings are limited and vulnerable, and the universe is a very large place. You're destined to suffer. And so then you might say, well, what defenses do you have against that? And one is the armor of ideology and rightness. But the other is the shield of truth, just like in Sleeping Beauty, when the prince goes off to have combat with the dragon. And truth elevates your life and enriches it. And here's the rule. It's a very simple thing to try. Pay attention to whether what you're saying makes you feel stronger or weaker. If it makes you feel stronger, then you can keep saying it. But if it makes you feel weaker, then you should stop saying it. Stop saying it right away. And see if you can reformulate your words so that when you restate them, that feeling of integrity and strength reappears. And you can feel it really down the middle of your body. And because what happens if you're saying something that is untrue is that you dissociate to some degree, because part of you agrees with it and part of you doesn't. It's like you're splitting your psyche.
Like a cognitive dissonance.
It's cognitive, yes. It's very much like cognitive dissonance. And so, but if you pay very close attention to what you say, you can feel yourself coming into alignment if you get the words right. And then when you're in alignment like that, you're centered in your being. And the thing about being centered in your being is that if you're centered in your being, you can withstand suffering without becoming corrupted. And that's what people want when people say they want a meaningful life. That's what they mean. They mean, I want to be somewhere where I can stand powerfully and withstand the onslaught of life with its deaths and its tragedies and all of the things that are associated with it. And you can learn to speak from the bottom of your soul. And if you do that, there's nothing better than that.
So that's what I'm going to at least talk about, kind of like what I did right now, is development, man. And prepare yourself to what is an awakening, because you're going to awaken maybe once, twice, 3, 4 times. And you're going to be back into that toxic relationship, that toxic fucking cycle, until you wake up, until you fucking figure it out and realize, what the fuck is wrong with me? What am I giving back to the facade? How am I participating in this? How am I participating in this? So, and you're going to need this, guys. And by the way, you are going to need this. You're not going to be able, and this is where I'm going to get a little bit Bible-ish, I guess. You're not going to be allowed into the kingdom of God if you haven't done this, to ascend to where we need to. There you go. We're put onto this earth to find ourselves. We're put on this earth to suffer, to find ourselves, to know who we are, to get to know ourselves. Because God, the universe, God, the Alpha, the Omega, Him, He's in you. He's in you, in me, and it's in the Narc. It's in here. It's like that's it. We breathe that consciousness. That is it. He's the one who makes you breathe, who makes you wake up. It's in you. It's in all of us. It's just people see it, and the way I see it is, you are His child, right? You are His child. Then become the best version of yourself. To get to know yourself, to know God, because it doesn't mean this is what religion. That's religion. And we'll be here for days arguing about that. And that's, if you ask me, and this is no disrespect to no religion, but that's kind of fucked it up. Like somewhat, like religion, at least confuse things more. Because they have the right idea, but now it's just so corrupted. It's corrupted. it's how you communicate with him, how you communicate with your higher self, with your higher power, which is, like I said, and I call him God, I call him the universe, I call him the Almighty, the Alpha, the Omega, the one who gave us life. I can't explain it because I'm not there yet. I'm not even ready there yet to clear it, but I know it is there. And that's the purpose of why we're here. That's what I'm saying. That's the purpose of why we're here, why we're on this earth, why we're here, is to learn that. And if you don't learn it in this lifetime, you learn it in the next, and the next, and the next, into who knows? Like, this is where we can come up with another concept of when they say hell, or a Jezebel spirit, or an entity, an evil entity, because you have the choice. Remember this, you have the choice. It's up to you. That's why I understand, like, narcissism, yeah, you can be fucked up in the head, but you have a choice, because you become, there's a point, like, even fucking plants, a fucking fly, a rock has conscience, like, literally, a rock has conscience. Did you understand? I know that a fucking rock had conscience. Like, a rock has conscience, like in the molecular, I don't know, whatever, but something in there. But yeah, dude, so I just want to point that out to you guys, and I hope this helped somebody out, or at least this made sense, guys. If not, then like I said, we'll give it a shot, and we'll keep on going, guys, because I ain't going nowhere, man. I'm not going nowhere. So, if you haven't already, guys, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. All right? Thanks out there. Bye.
Love you, Daddy.